Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Chi. You see how I'm talking very calmly? That's because I was sent on an errand by the Finished Men Association. And this is because of Moses Bliss.
Wow!
Guys, I have a beautiful message and you better watch to the end to get the whole scope of this. I want to say that love is beautiful. Love is beautiful, and I say this without respect to whether you think it's true or not, because I know it's true. You know what we can do in case you're not quite there is to help you, which is the whole aim of this channel in the first place. Love is God. I can't even emphasize this enough. Another thing that is making me talk so calmly is that if you see anyone who says,
I love God,
does all of the God kind of activity, or doesn't love, the person is fake. The person is fake. Don't believe them. And so, today, a lot has happened in 2024 already, especially if you're in the Nigerian African internet space. You can attest to this. In spite of the economy and the hardship, there's just been a sandwiching of love, real, genuine love that we have seen in the lives of people who are getting married. It's so heartwarming to see. Moses Bliss over the weekend got married finally. I mean, throughout last week he was getting married actually. So he had his civic wedding in Abuja in Nigeria, and then he went ahead to have his traditional wedding with his wife in Ghana, Accra, and then also the white wedding in Accra, Ghana, and also the marriage Thanksgiving on Sunday, right? So I'm making this video on Tuesday after the Sunday of the wedding Thanksgiving, and a lot of things stood out for me that is really 100% the main code, and I thought I should draw a similarity between that and this. But this is what I'm really drawing at. This message is from the Finished Men Association, which is something that I coined actually, but it's a philosophy that was propounded by, I believe, Jay on Air. Jay on Air is a Nigerian influencer who has taken time to document in video different aspects of how a finished man behaves. And it's so fun and interesting to see, because they are the usual things that men who are in love do. The usual things men who are in love do. But you know how we are in the world, different people perceive love differently, express themselves differently, and even, you know, culturally believe certain things are not supposed to be done or are in that space, mostly because they are men, withholding how they really feel about love, about their partners and all of that. But what this is about is really that, first, Moses Bliss is the icon of this story. So I'm going to take you through memory lane a bit. Moses Bliss announced his engagement to a lady who tagged him in a video in January 20th, 2023. The lady tagged him in the video dancing his song Miracle, No the Tired Jesus. After that tagging, he said they went ahead to become friends and now they're getting married. And he announced his engagement in January of 2024. So it's not like, oh, just a year and all of that. His engagement sparked so much buzz. If you've not seen that video, I'm going to link it in the description so that you can go ahead and have fun. That is the video of his engagement to her. Now, Moses Bliss, because he's a gospel artist, went ahead to do an album of love songs that later became called them the anthem. 4 of them became the anthem of his wedding ceremonies and had become the anthem for a lot of weddings forever, man. I mean forever, guys. But the Finished Men Association, this is where they come in. I went and I was searching, what is the finished man? Why are people saying Moses Bliss is the finished man? And I realized that a Nigerian influencer, Jay on Air, like I mentioned, had been telling how a Finnish man behaves, talking about how a Finnish man takes care of his babe during her period, how a Finnish man takes care of his babe's financial life and all of that, and it's so beautiful to see, right? And then I understood, I said, oh, okay, that's why people are saying Moses Bliss is a Finnish man, he's a Finnish man, he's a Finnish man, but let's look at it first before we continue. Now, this is Moses Bliss's wedding. Welcome to Moses Bliss's wedding. His wife is Marie Wiseborn, who is now Marie Bliss, and I think they look heavenly. They look simple, classy, royal, and everything good. Everything good, if you ask me. And everybody talked about how their wedding is the kingdom wedding. Of course, there are different kingdoms. God's kingdom kind of wedding, Bible prescribed kind of wedding, if you know what I mean, because they didn't openly show us where they ever begged themselves or kissed until their final wedding on Saturday, right? That aside, what is of paramount importance is how much Moses Bliss dotes on his wife. And I made a post, I didn't know I was going to do this video today, but I made a post about 4 days ago. That was when they announced their traditional wedding, when they, the day after the traditional wedding, or the night of the traditional wedding, and I'm like, oh my God. Part of the things that makes me amuse silently is how Moses Bliss and his wife are going to consummate their marriage after the white wedding on Saturday. And a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, you're putting ideas in my head. What does it mean? What will you be praying about? You know, and I talked about in that post on Facebook that I lived that experience where, you know, your wedding night, you're back, everybody's gone, and then it's time to consummate the marriage itself. And I recommended that young men should know that they should pray rather before they eat. And you know, that was what made people say, oh my God, what will I be praying about? I'm shy about that. I don't tell daddy those things and all of that. And you know, after the ceremonies now, I'm even more at peace and happy for them. You look at how he treats her. You know, this is why I understand why people say, oh, okay, Moses Bliss is a Finnish man, or all that. But this is supposed to be usual. But let me not second guess it. Let me just show you some clips that I got from some amazing photographers, videographers, like the camera boss and so many other people I may not be able to acknowledge here because I don't think I picked their details. My bad, right? But these are clips of them. This is him taking her out from the hall into the car. And this was the video where I took some of the comments that I'm showing you from, because there are lots of comments. I mean, this Ghana Nigerian wedding has caused a lot of buzz and will continue to set a standard, right? So this is where he's taking her out of the car, or out to the car. This other one is where they are dancing. You could feel this. I mean, there are several instances. Dance and expression. Remember, he had already put the vows and his promises in these songs that he made specifically for his wife. I realized that a lot of men have challenges expressing themselves. So after seeing all of this, if you ask me, I think that being termed a finished man, what's the other word? There's another word, a simp, whatever, woman rapper, whatever, is actually a compliment, a huge compliment. You know why? Because being in a relationship where you're first of all at peace, where you feel totally loved and can relax to achieve your life goals, it doesn't matter what you have or you don't have, but you have a partner who understands you, you have respect one to another, you have peace of mind, you're not afraid of whatever, because you are totally in charge of your home, covering them with love, starting from your wife. I think that is bliss. I don't know what you think, but let me know in the comment section. I want this for you, passionately. I want this for you, for every man, for every woman watching me. Where it is very important is for men in the home, because you set the tone for how things will pan out in your home. And if you're getting married, you're just getting married or about to get married, I need you as a man to sit back and ask yourself again, did I make the right choice? Am I the right person for this daughter of royalty that I'm about to get married to? Am I telling her the truth? Do I really love her? Am I really committed to doing the forever thing with her? Do I have challenges why I may not love her? And am I able to open up? Am I ready to be a father? Do I have plans? Are we in sync about the things we want even in our marriage? There are lots of things that you need to decide, because how you make it come off, how you discuss it, determines the reaction, the feedback that your partner gives you, and determines the foundation of the home that you want to build. I remember, I think I'll make a separate video talking about the key things that worked for me that actually made me say yes to my husband after having been asked several times from the age of 14 by different men. I want to marry you, I want to marry you, I want to marry you. 14, 24, 28, 20, 31, I want to marry you. And I kept saying no till I was 39 years 11 months when I finally said yes to my husband. What was it about him? I think I need to do that video, but it's in line with the principles that I have shared in this video that Moses Bliss has embodied, that Jay on Air has been talking about. And if you ask me, it's the best place to be. Don't miss any more spicy videos. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and let's continue this conversation with just much